Hi study buddies, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. So as you guys know, we're in the middle of a pandemic and some of us are struggling with online school. And so today I wanted to share some tips that improved my grades and I know will help you guys as well. Also, I'm excited to be partnering with Bartleby for today's video, so stay tuned to hear more details and a special offer about that. And without further ado, let's get into the tips. Tip number 1 is to turn your camera on during online classes. Now, I know this seems a bit odd, but let me explain why this is important. This allows your teacher to see you as a human being and not just a name on the screen. Now, this becomes important when your teacher is grading your marks because they will have more empathy for you and see you as an actual human being rather than just a name. This empathy will make them boost your mark up just a little bit higher than the other students, or than they usually do if you didn't have your camera on. A lot of students don't turn on their cameras, so it also shows that you care about the class and you're letting the teacher know that you're paying attention and there. Bonus tip, nodding your head while your camera is on also shows them that you're engaged and you're trying in the class, because a lot of teachers seem to believe students don't care or don't try after the pandemic, which makes them lower grades. But if you really don't want to turn on your camera, then at least type in the chat very frequently, because this still allows the teacher to know that you're there and you're trying to pay attention. Also, turning on your camera will actually make you feel like you're more in class, and it'll kind of force you to pay attention because they'll know that your teacher is staring at you and you kind of have to pay attention. So it also holds you accountable. The second tip is to use Bartleby Learn. It's a searchable database of step-by-step solutions to over 2 million textbook problems. They have experts online 24/7 to help you on those extra tough questions and answer you in as fast as 30 minutes. Not only does it give you solutions to questions, but it helps you learn how to solve them on your own with step-by-step solutions, which will help you on assignments so you're prepared for exam season. With that, you can get homework help anytime, anywhere using the Bartleby app. This app is so helpful. Once I was in my car doing my math homework and I didn't have my laptop on me, so I just used the app and it does the exact same thing. I also like this because it made my math grades go from B's to A's for only $9.99 a month. To use both the app and the website, try it out and ask 10 free questions by using my promo code ASK197 or pressing the link in the description and the comments. Tip number 3 is to make a study schedule. I emphasize this so much because it's literally a game changer. Detailed schedule of what time and days you want to study at. This will make your life so much more organized, and it'll bring in that structure that everyone is craving during the pandemic. And if you feel like this might not work, at least try it for a week, just a week, and see how it feels. You can always stop doing it, but if you never try, you'll never know if it works. So an example of the schedule can have subjects with time on them, and keep this somewhere you can always see so you know you have stuff to do, and it'll keep you from procrastinating less. I know this helped me procrastinate less, and it genuinely added more structure in my life, so I really recommend it. Moving on to the next tip, which is to make a routine. Making a routine made me feel so much more organized and like I was actually in school, because in school they literally make routines for us, which makes our lives feel structured. And this doesn't have to be a very long, complex routine. You can start off by simply making tea every morning and then adding more things to that, so eventually it becomes routine. Make sure you set a time in this routine where you sit at a place where you can study, because if you don't do this, it's kind of pointless. And when you make a routine, go in with the mindset that you aren't going to do this for a long time. Take it on day by day or just for a week. Just challenge yourself for a week. Many students with good grades usually have a routine, and this will also help your mental well-being, especially if you struggle to focus or have ADHD or stuff like that. It will really help you just calm down and add this structure to your life. Mine started with literally making my bed every day and grabbing coffee, and I knew as soon as I had that coffee in my hand, I had to go study with it, and that was my routine. And eventually I kept repeating it, and I noticed that it made me more committed to study. Okay, so the next tip is to email your teacher. Show them that you are actually working hard and ask questions, but at the same time, don't overdo this because they will get annoyed. They're human beings. The thing is that teachers are also struggling with this pandemic, especially in regards to assessing students. So if you're that one student or one of the few that actually puts the effort in to email your teacher or show them that you're listening and you value what they're saying, they will know that you're working hard, and this may enable them to higher your grade, and it usually does. I noticed this firsthand during my first semester online, my second semester online. I noticed a huge difference when I started emailing teachers more. It really helped. Okay, so if you don't want to email your teacher, talk to them after class. Now, I know this can be intimidating for some people, which is why I say you should email them. But if you are more confident, I would highly recommend doing this. I emailed my teachers and I talked to them over Zoom. Some people feel awkward doing this, and it can be awkward sometimes, but they are getting paid to help you. So if you don't understand something, you can talk to them about it. Talking to teachers after class also builds a relationship with them and builds this empathy when they grade your work, because again, they know you're working hard and see you as a human being. So I would literally make, and I still do this, I literally make questions, write them down, and then I go and ask them after class. So I know exactly what I'm asking and I won't stutter or I won't forget. And it really does help writing them down while you're doing assignments. So I usually just go on my notes app. I don't actually write them down like this, but I usually just go on my notes app or a sticky note and I'll just jot it down very quickly. And then I'll know next time classes, I have to stay like a minute after class just to ask them this. And they know that I'm interested in the lecture as well. So if there's someone at the end of class with you, let them ask their question first because you might want to know what they're asking about as well. Set timers when you study, my friends. Timers are a lifesaver. You guys know this. I use them all the time. It puts a bit of pressure on yourself and it makes you work a little bit harder than you would. These have helped me because the days I really didn't feel like working, I would tell myself, okay, I'm only doing this for 20 minutes, and then I would set a timer for that long, and I would know that as soon as that rings, I am done. And even working for 20 minutes is way better than doing nothing all day. There's a lot of fun timers out there. I have used a lot of them on my channel, and you guys study with me with them, and it's awesome. You can also set them on your phone if you really don't like looking at a screen all the time. These literally made me get so much more work done than I actually would if I didn't have a timer, just because that time is ticking in front of you. It just, I don't know, it makes me work. It makes me motivated. Okay, so the next thing I did is that I studied and chilled at the same time. If you study too much, you will burn out and stop studying. So you should watch Netflix, go on TikTok, talk to your friends, enjoy life with school, because if you don't, you'll get sick and tired of school and you'll want to quit. This should be normalized, and I know that a lot of study accounts push people to study a lot, but you should also chill a little bit and reward yourself. I recognized I became much more productive after a break, and it allowed me to study better and feel more motivated almost when after taking a break. It's about mastering the balance between school life and honestly just chilling. And once you do this, you'll feel mentally more happy when you go back and study after your break. Okay, so the last tip is to make a Discord group chat or get added in one for each of your classes. It's easier for some people to ask questions in these, and you also learn way more in these chats. Honestly, I was wrong about many things on my assignments and I thought I was on the right track, but then someone would question something in the chat and a whole bunch of people would help that person. And so with that, it helped me as well. Also, as students, we get to rant to each other regarding the class because we're all going through the same thing, and it's honestly like a therapy session. But honestly, this is really amazing if you're shy and don't like talking. It's the best way to clarify concepts. And you can even go on with a username that no one knows, so no one will know who you are. This has helped me clarify so many concepts and ultimately did boost my grade. Make sure to read the chat of the things other people are saying as well, because some people post really cool things that can help you. And those are all the tips I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I hope you try the tips and tell me if you do. I really enjoy reading your comments and I love each and every one of you. Thank you for supporting me every day.